Hey guys, it's Jason, Manic Diaries. Doing a short video for you, talking about the gear that I've got and what I've been working with on some of the stuff that we've been doing for the record. So my main guitar tone is actually through this 5150 and a Randall cab that is very sentimental to me. It was my cousin Paul's amp, and he had passed away some years back, and kind of one of those things that my aunt and uncle allowed me to take it for a while, and I've tried to get it on as many recordings as possible over the years, and really proud to use it for everything on the record, and it'll be my live rig. The only thing I am looking at doing is upgrading speakers the same way Andy has. Andy went with the Veteran 30s, the WGS speakers, and I've been looking at their HM75s. So the idea being 2 amps with completely complementary sounds, but you know, we may end up deciding to mix and match or which goes best with which guitar tone. But one of the things about the 5150, you know, a lot of people know it can be very, very crunchy, and just it can have a lot of nasty bite to it. So one of the things I did is Sam from Sin City Escape was kind enough to hook me up with this little pickup here, which is actually one of the Seymour Duncan Invaders, and it was originally made for Sinister Gates guitar tones, if you're familiar. So anyways, Sam hooked me up, thank you again, my friend, and I put it in here and it changed everything. I ended up going back and redoing so many guitar parts with the new pickup, just because it's got a very unique kind of sound to it. But my guitar is actually, the brand is called Agile, and I first heard about these guitars through a buddy of mine, Heath Heineman, from the band Egypt Central and his current band White Lighter Curse. And crazy, amazing, inexpensive guitars made out of Korea, but for whatever reason, through Korean law, they don't have to obey the specs according to Gibson. So this thing is literally, besides the nut, which you can actually see, I will probably upgrade at some point, but besides the nut and the pickups that were stock in it, this is the bridge that's still original. I haven't decided where I'm going yet with the upgrade for that, but it's basically built to spec to one of the Gibson Les Pauls. But what I did is, you can see I put very, very thick strings on these. I actually bought a pack of the Ernie Ball 8-string guitars and then mixed and matched to make my own set. But the lowest one there is, I think it's a 72, and so it's definitely in the bass range. But I skip along the way so that the high strings are a 17 and a 13, so they're not, the high strings aren't too far off. But it gives me, especially with the 5150, a little bit more of a lower tone to take the edge off of the 5150's kind of higher end piercing. But so here's kind of a rough example of what it sounds like. So the main thing, like, as soon as I heard Andy's new speakers, I was insanely jealous, because the speakers in this Randall cab are stock. They are Celestians, but they're one of the lower end models. I want to say like the G12s. I can't remember, but looking at upgrading those, and it's going to add a lot of just life back to it, because these speakers have seen their day, so to speak. But yeah, so guitar tone. recording, I used some layering for all the guitar parts, and I'll go into that in the next video. But in the meantime, definitely check out this thing.